You make me feel bored, not alive, she said before running back to her toxic ex who once cheated on her. Now he's ghosted her again. Her friends don't pick up, and I'm in a new relationship with someone who actually appreciates me. Hey viewers, before we move on to the video, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if you want to see more stories like this. Thanks. I never thought I'd be the kind of guy to get blindsided like this. I'm not clueless. I'm not spineless. But love has a way of making you explain things away. And damn, I explained a lot away for Julia. We were together for 2.5 years. Moved in after about 1. She had just gotten out of a mess with her ex, Derek, emotionally abusive, chronically unfaithful, one of those guys who thought sarcasm was a personality. She came to me wrecked. I didn't try to fix her. I just listened, held her, and reminded her what calm felt like. She used to say I was her safe place. I guess she got bored of feeling safe. Things started shifting around the time she got promoted at work. She started dressing differently, posting more selfies. Nothing crazy, but enough that I noticed. And one night, she came home and casually mentioned she'd run into Derek. He was at Maya's thing last weekend, she said, scrolling through her phone like it was no big deal. We talked a bit. He's apparently been through therapy. I didn't say much. I just nodded. Then she added, he apologized for a lot. Seems like he's changed. That was the first crack in the floorboards. I didn't react right away. Just stored it. A week later, she brought him up again. And again, each time a little warmer, a little more forgiving. Finally, one Thursday night while we were cleaning up dinner, she dropped it. So, I'm getting drinks with Derek tomorrow. I stopped drying the plate in my hand. Why? She didn't even look up. Just shrugged. Just to catch up. Clear the air. It's not a big deal. I set the plate down and leaned on the counter. You do realize how that sounds, right? What? She said, still not looking at me. It's literally just drinks. You're overreacting. There it was. That tone. Sharp and dismissive. Like I was the problem. You haven't talked to him in 2 years. You cried in my arms over what he did to you. And now you want to catch up? People change. You always say communication is healthy. Why are you being like this? I looked at her, really looked. And for the first time, I saw it. That smug, slippery expression people wear when they've already decided how things will go, and your feelings are just background noise. You're right, I said quietly. You're free to do whatever you want. Thank you, she said, clearly annoyed. I don't need permission. No, I replied. But now you won't need forgiveness either. She paused for half a second, just long enough for a flicker of something to cross her face. Then she rolled her eyes and walked off. I didn't say another word that night. She went out with him the next evening. Said it was just drinks. Didn't text me all night. Came home after midnight, smelling like expensive whiskey and Derek's cologne. I remembered it from a hoodie she once let me borrow before she threw it away in a dramatic purge. She was smiling when she walked in. Relax, she said. I'm home, aren't I? I didn't answer. I couldn't. My chest felt like it was full of cement. Over the next 2 weeks, I watched her slip away in slow motion. She kept texting him, laughing at her phone, locking it when I walked by. One night, I caught her taking a mirror selfie in a dress I'd never seen before. When she noticed me watching, she gave me this look, not ashamed, not guilty, just indifferent. Then came the night it all collapsed. We were sitting on the couch. I was trying to watch a documentary. She was scrolling TikTok, volume all the way up. I muted the TV. Can we talk? She sighed dramatically and tossed her phone on the cushion. What now? I know you've been seeing him. I'm not stupid. She didn't deny it. Just looked bored. It's not like that. Then what's it like? She paused, thinking. And then the truth slipped out like a dagger wrapped in silk. We kissed. I exhaled slowly. Not surprised. Just tired. So what now? I don't know, she said, like she was talking about weekend plans. It made me realize, maybe you and I rushed into this. I mean, we're great, but maybe not passionate, you know. I said nothing. I still love you, she added. Just not in the way I used to. What way is that? The kind where I want to come home and rip your clothes off, she said bluntly. I don't know. I just feel stuck. I miss feeling alive. God, that line. I miss feeling alive. Like I was some beige purgatory she'd been sleepwalking through. Okay, I said, standing up. Okay, what? Okay, you can go feel alive. With Derek. With whoever. I'm not going to stop you. She blinked, genuinely surprised. Wait, seriously? Yeah. I won't be here when you get back. Don't be dramatic, she scoffed. I'm not. I'm just done competing with people who already failed the audition once. And I walked into our shared bedroom, packed a duffel bag, and left that night. No tears. No yelling. No begging. Just silence. I moved into a small short-term rental the next day. Just a one-bedroom with bad lighting and thinner walls than I liked. But it was quiet. I needed quiet. For the first time in years, no one was waiting on me. No one to check in with. No texts asking what I wanted for dinner or complaints about how I never helped with the emotional labor. Just silence. A heavy, aching kind. But honest. I took a week off work. I didn't tell anyone what happened. I needed time to process without hearing the usual advice. You're better off, or she'll regret it. Or my personal favorite. At least she was honest. Was she? Or did she just run out of ways to lie? At first, I kept waiting for the rage to kick in. I wanted to hate her. I wanted to scream. But it didn't come. What came instead was this numb sort of grief, like mourning a version of her that never really existed. The hardest part? I missed the little things. Not her. Just the parts one thought were real. The Sunday mornings where she used to hum while making coffee. The way she'd crawl into my lap during storms. The night she told me I made her feel safe. All of it felt fake now. Just lines from a play I didn't know I was in. 2 weeks after I left, I got a text from her mom. I heard what happened. Just want you to know we still care about you. I didn't respond. A few mutual friends reached out next. I saw Julia with Derek at Cora's birthday. One of them messaged. They were weird. Like trying too hard. She didn't look happy. He was all over some other girl when she went to the bathroom, another said. I didn't reply to any of it. What was the point? I wasn't going to play relationship detective after I'd already burned the case file. But the stories kept coming. Apparently, Derek never actually changed. He said all the right things to get her back, then went right back to who he was. Flirting with her friends. Lying about where he'd been. Even got caught DMing a girl he used to cheat on her with. Classic Derek. Julia had told everyone she felt free now. But if freedom felt like crying in public bathrooms and rage posting quotes about choosing yourself, then I guess she got what she wanted. I didn't post anything online. I didn't make a scene. I just got to work. I threw myself into my career, into the gym, into reconnecting with people I'd lost touch with while wrapped up in her drama. I even started therapy. Something she used to say was a waste of money for men who just need to talk to their boys more. It helped. I realized how much of myself I'd shrunk to fit inside that relationship. How many times I'd let her steamroll my boundaries because I thought that was mature. Turns out, maturity isn't staying calm while someone chips away at your self-respect. It's walking out before they finish the job. The first message from Julia came 6 weeks after I left. Hey, just wondering how you're doing. No pressure to respond. I didn't. A few days later, I miss our talks. Everything feels so loud now. You always knew how to calm me down. Still nothing. Then, Derek and I aren't seeing each other anymore. It was a mistake. You were right. No reaction. That's when the tone shifted. Wow. Ignoring me? After everything. You think you're better than me now? Fine. Go live your boring little life. Block. I didn't hate her. I didn't love her. I didn't feel anything at all. And that, more than anything, was my closure. 3 months had passed. I was doing better than I expected. I wasn't just moving on, I was evolving. I'd picked up more freelance clients, started going on runs again, even went to a couple of small get-togethers without dreading them. It wasn't some Instagram glow-up story. It was quieter, realer. I wasn't happier because she was gone. I was just at peace without the constant emotional landmines. Julia, on the other hand, was unraveling. Word travels, especially when people want to see how the story ends. A friend of mine, mutual with her coworker, let it slip. Yeah, she got written up at work. Missed a few shifts. Cried in the break room last week. Apparently, Derek ghosted her. Not suddenly, but methodically. He'd breadcrumb her just enough to keep her hooked, then vanish for days. She posted a photo of them together with the caption, "Real love is messy," and 2 days later, deleted it. It was a slow implosion. Not a loud crash, but 1,000 tiny humiliations. And when people finally started seeing her for who she was, selfish, entitled, unstable, they stopped making excuses. I got a text from her again. I'm not okay. I made a huge mistake. You were the only one who ever really saw me. I read it. Didn't reply. She tried calling. Twice. I let it ring out. A week later, she showed up outside my apartment. I was on my way back from the gym when I saw her, standing next to my building's entrance like she was about to knock on a door she had no right to touch anymore. She looked like hell. Tired, makeup smudged, wearing one of those giant hoodies that swallow people whole. "Hey," she said softly. I didn't say anything, just raised an eyebrow. "Can we talk?" I waited a beat, then said, "Talk about what?" I don't even know where to start. I ruined everything." She started crying. Real tears. The kind she used to fake to get out of hard conversations. Now they were genuine, but I didn't feel anything. No pity. No satisfaction. Just distance. "You were always so calm. So kind." I didn't realize how rare that was. He used me. And when I needed someone, you weren't there. I almost laughed. "You needed me after you left me for your ex?" "I didn't leave you for him," she snapped, her voice cracking. "It wasn't like that. You kissed him, then told me we had no passion, then said you missed feeling alive. I left so you could go do that. I didn't mean it. I was confused. I was scared we were getting boring. So your solution was Derek?" She didn't respond. "I gave you space, Julia. I gave you the freedom to choose. You just didn't think I'd choose to walk away. I thought you'd fight for me," she whispered. "No," I said, shaking my head. "You don't get to push someone away, then blame them for leaving." She looked at the ground. "I miss you. All the time. I dream about us. The way things used to be. I'd give anything to go back." I looked at her for a long moment. "You already gave it away." She looked up at me, eyes wide and wet. "Please, just let me try. Let me show you I've changed." "That line sound familiar?" I asked. "You said Derek had changed too. How'd that turn out?" She flinched. "That's not fair." "No, Julia. It's exactly fair. You wanted to test the waters, and now you're drowning." There it was, the moment of impact. Her expression crumbled into something close to anger. "You think you're so above it all now? You're not perfect." "No," I said, "but I am free." And I walked past her into the building. Didn't look back. Didn't need to. 6 months passed. By then, I'd moved into a new place. A real one. Clean lines, hardwood floors, filled with plants I was surprisingly good at keeping alive. I even started dating again, casually at first. Then something real began to form. Her name's Elise. Different energy entirely. Quiet confidence, no games, no drama. I didn't rush it. I didn't need to. I didn't think about Julia anymore. Not with anger, not with longing. Just not at all. She became background noise. A chapter that taught me something, but didn't deserve a reread. Then came the wedding invite. Cora, our mutual friend, was getting married. I debated not going, but Elise encouraged me. "You should go," she said. "You've got nothing to prove, but you've got every right to be seen." So I went. The venue was outdoors. Late spring. Warm breeze, string lights, champagne flutes clinking. I showed up with Elise on my arm. Both of us dressed sharp but understated. We blended in, until we didn't. Julia was there. Alone. She saw me before I saw her. I could feel it, that sharp silence behind me, the weight of someone staring like they're trying to time travel with their eyes. I turned. She was standing near the bar, frozen mid-sip. She looked tired. Not bad, just smaller somehow. Like the version of her I once knew had been washed out and replaced with someone diluted. She made her way over. Elise had just stepped away to say hi to someone. So of course Julia took her chance. "You look good," she said, trying for a smile. "Thanks." Awkward pause. She shifted on her heels. "Is that your girlfriend?" "Yeah." "She's pretty." "She is." Another beat of silence. She was clearly waiting for me to ask something. Anything. I didn't. "I'm happy for you," she said, eyes flicking down. "You look happy." "I am." She nodded slowly, then gave a soft, sad laugh. "It's weird seeing you like this. You used to feel so safe. Like home." I didn't smile. "That's what made it easy for you to leave." Her face dropped. "I didn't think I'd regret it as much as I do." "You didn't think at all." She bit her lip. "I was stupid. I thought Derek was excitement. I thought we were missing something. But he never loved me. Not like you did." "That wasn't love, Julia. What I gave you was stability, respect, consistency. You called it boring. I didn't know how rare that was until it was gone." "No," I said quietly. "You knew. You just didn't care. You thought I'd always be there." She didn't speak. Her eyes were glossy now, but she held the tears back like she didn't want to look weak in front of me. "Do you ever think about us?" she asked. "Not really. Not even a little. Not in any way that matters." I let that sit. Her shoulders slumped. Then I added, "I don't hate you, Julia. I don't wish you pain. But you don't get a second chance just because the first guy burned you and the second guy walked away. I'm not your safety net. I'm not your backup plan." Her voice cracked. I wish I could go back. "I know, but I can't carry your wish with me." Just then, Elise returned, gently touching my arm. "Hey, they're doing the first dance." "Thanks," I said, then turned back to Julia. "Goodbye, Julia." "Can I at least have your number again?" she asked quietly. "No. There's no version of this where we're in each other's lives anymore." I saw it land. The finality of it. Not cruel. Just real. "Take care of yourself," I said. Then I turned away. I didn't look back as we walked off. I didn't need to. Whatever she felt now, whatever epiphanies she'd had, they were hers to deal with, not mine to fix. She chose someone else when I was at my best. Now I was even better, and she wasn't even a footnote. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. What do you think about this story? Share it in the comments.